Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle Candle Rosemary Lemon. Now, this fragrance is not new to Kringle. In fact, it's been around for quite some time. However, today, this is the first time, one, that I've officially reviewed this candle on my channel, but two, this is also the first review that I have for one of the 4-wick 32-ounce soy wax candles. So a lot of my Kringle candle reviews are either on their 2-wick format or some of their 3-wick formats, but Kringle released this 4-wick format, I want to say late 2024. I want to say these started rolling out in like October or November of last year. And initially when they launched, they did send me Bourbon Bonfire in PR, which was very generous and kind of them. Since then, I have purchased this fragrance. I've purchased Sea Salt and Tonka and Sea Breeze in the 4-wick format. So I thought that since I haven't officially reviewed this fragrance, I've talked about it a lot here on my channel, and combined with the fact that I haven't done a 4-wick review, I thought now would be the perfect time to do it. I feel like this week, you guys, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, a lot of the candles that I am reviewing this week are not necessarily new fragrances, but they are ones that have been around for a little while, but I just haven't documented my thoughts on them here on my channel. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of this review. This specific candle that I am reviewing has a pour date of January 22nd, 2025. The fragrance notes listed on this candle are top notes of herbs, jasmine, lemon, mid note of lime and orchid, base note of peach, tea, wood, and ylang. So here's the thing with this fragrance, you guys. I love this fragrance. You guys all know I've talked about it for quite some time. If you've been with my channel any length of time, you guys would know that. Also, another fun fact, you guys, when I placed my very first order with Kringle, gosh, probably about 4 years ago now, this was one of the fragrances that was in my very first order because I am somebody who loves lemon fragrances, and I was really intrigued by the addition of rosemary with it. Clearly, you guys, I love the fragrance because I have repurchased it numerous times. I've had it in the 2-wick format, I want to say 3 or 4 times now. So yeah, really, really love the fragrance. The fragrance to me is definitely a perfect combination of lemon and rosemary. The lemon note that I get in here is not gourmand lemon. It's not overly sugary like Meyer lemon. It's definitely more in the category, if you guys have recently purchased the new lemon splash candle. Yeah, I said that correctly. That was released in the reserve lineup a couple of months ago. It's more of that type of lemon. It's very zesty, very freshly cut lemon. It doesn't lean cleaner lemon to me, but it is a very I wouldn't use the word astringent, but it is a very zesty lemon. That's really like what I would say. However, the rosemary note in here is very prominent, and the rosemary is very nicely balanced in here because rosemary, I like the fragrance of rosemary, but in fact, I have some growing in my garden right here behind me. But rosemary, like most herbs, it's very fresh and it's a very lovely scent. I do love rosemary, but there's other notes in here. I feel like that they're saying like the jasmine in the top note. I would say this is not a floral fragrance at all, but I do think that maybe the floral elements that they are mixing in with the fragrance notes here are kind of toning down what I would say would be the herbaceousness of rosemary. I don't even know if that's a right way to describe that, but this fragrance is it's beautiful. Now, I particularly love burning this fragrance in mainly the spring, but the best time for me to burn this fragrance is honestly on days when I am going to be doing a lot of cleaning in my house, or if I have been cooking very fragrant foods. So for example, this morning, I actually cooked my family some bacon and I put the bacon in the oven. Fun fact, you guys, I actually don't like bacon, but I make it for my family. I know so many people are like, what? You don't like bacon? I don't. I actually don't eat pork at all. I don't like pork, but my family likes bacon, so I'll make it for them usually on the weekends. Maybe some other days during the week. I mean, it is summertime here. So anyways, I was making my family some bacon this morning, but if I want to clear out that fragrance, guess what fragrance I go for? Rosemary lemon. Because it just has that perfect balance of lemon and rosemary. And then also on my docket for today was I was mopping my floors. So on the days where I feel like I'm really doing like some good cleaning of my house and I want people to walk into my home and just think, wow, this place feels clean without it smelling like overly fragrant, artificial, like household cleaners, this is the fragrance that I like to burn. Now, I did mention that probably the fragrance that I am enjoying burning this the most with right now is the new Lemon Splash. In fact, that fragrance was initially sent to me in PR when they launched it, and I have shown you guys that I have actually already repurchased that because I wanted to burn it alongside this candle. It's really nice, you guys. If you're unsure about it, I would recommend possibly picking it up in a daylight or a wax melt, or maybe wait for like one of the really good sales where they put the medium wicks, not the medium wicks, the medium sized vessels. Although I think the medium sized on this one might be sold out. But regardless, you guys, this one is it's a lovely, lovely fragrance. Really, really love it. I've repurchased it numerous times. I know a couple of other people have tried it upon my recommendation and they really love it. Another fragrance that pairs really nicely with this, surprisingly, is a scent that I didn't love initially on cold sniff, but I did end up loving it upon burn, and it is from the Country Candle lineup. It's the grapefruit and rosemary, very complimentary on this candle. So can't rave enough about the fragrance of it. Clearly, I love it because I have repurchased it numerous times. So if you're like me, if you tend to like a lot of the citrus fragrances that I've recommended to you, then I think that this is going to be a safe one. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this 4-wick. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the vessel here a little bit. So you're going to see, now I have a really nice deep wax pool because I have honestly had this candle burning, you guys. I've had this candle burning for probably about close to 8 hours. I've been burning it for a long time, but you can see it's burning very, very cleanly. We're at about, like, I would say a third of the way down on the wax pool. If I didn't mention it earlier, I think I did, but this is 32 ounces of 100% soy wax. It is kind of their, like, their standard white soy wax that is found in the Kringle lineup. But you can see the flames are not overly aggressive. I have not needed to trim these wicks. They're behaving very, very well for me. Now, here's the thing that I will say. This candle in a 4-wick definitely has an improved strength and throw. So one of my complaints about this candle in the years past when I purchased it in the 2-wick was that I loved the fragrance, but I did not get great strength and throw. And in fact, I usually had to buy 2 of them to be able to get more of like that like whole home type of fragrance going. In the 2-wick format, I will tell you guys that my previous experience has been that it's been about like a 5 in the 2-wick. However, in the 4-wick format, the fragrance itself is more of like a 7, but the projection and the throw on it is a good solid 8 in my open concept. So I'm very, very happy with that. Again, this is a fragrance that serves great to, it serves the purpose of, I would say, it's a pleasant fragrance that people notice, but it's not going to overwhelm them or smack them in the face, which truthfully, you guys, with an herbaceous candle or a citrus, I don't think you really want that. I think that the fragrance level of this candle is perfect where it's at because, again, it's noticeable, but it's not smacking you in the face. People are going to come in and they're not going to be offended by it. It's going to be a fragrance that I think a lot of people are going to find pleasant, and they're going to think that it just smells clean. Like sorry, I kicked the table there. It smells clean and lively in your home. I just love this fragrance so much. But in terms of like the strength of it, it's not going to like really fill the nostrils, but you are going to notice it. And again, the biggest pro to this 4-wick of this candle is that the projection is what I've always wanted it to be. It's definitely more of an 8, fills up the open concept living room, throws into the kitchen. It doesn't wrap around into the bedrooms, which is totally fine because, again, I'm usually burning, another candle in the bedroom, which today it was Lemon Splash. So overall, you guys, if you are looking at purchasing this candle, I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I would recommend just splurging and going with the 4-wick here. These do retail for, I believe, $45. The 4-wick does. I think the reserve ones are $50. They did just recently have this candle 30% off in the Memorial Day sale. So who knows, maybe we will start to see These candles go on sale a couple of times a year, but if you are wanting to get your hands on this candle right now for the summertime, I do have an affiliate discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of your purchase. So maybe if you're planning to shop any of the new reserves that are coming out this week, or just at any time at your leisure, and you're comfortable using affiliate codes, mine is always there and available for use. So let me know in the comment box down below if this is one of the candles that is constantly in your rotation. Again, this is a fragrance that I hope Kringle never ever discontinues because I just love it. It's just so good. It's perfection to me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.